going to be available on the Power Platform Junkies User Group YouTube channel, so you can find it there. And you can be able to quickly catch up with the community call and what is currently happening and the awesome neat stuff that Nomfundo, Siphesihle, and also Joseph have for us today. So without wasting any time, I think we can hand over the stage to Nomfundo, who is a third-year student at Durban University of Technology pursuing a diploma in ICT applications development, who holds two Microsoft certificates, which is the PL 900 and the AI 100, which reminds me, Mfundo holds certifications, and on our first Power Platform community call, we spoke about certifications with Fanny and Mzi and also Kanya. So it's great to see that our speakers are actually certified. And she is currently a varsity junior communication officer interested in Power Platform and AI, developing fast, reliable solutions. A fun fact about Nomfundo is that every event that she attends, she makes sure to come back with something is a symbol of attending or participation. But today, she has something that we're going to take out of this specific community call, and she wants to show us how we can be able to automate and build a clinic booking app with AI within the Power Platform. Mfundo, over to you. So you can start by sharing your screen, and then you can take the reins of this community call.
Thank you so much, Mr. Diko. Let me share my screen. Today, I'll be doing a booking system with PowerApps using Copilot. So I'm sure everyone is wondering, like, what is Copilot? For the people that who do not know what is Copilot. So briefly, a Copilot is an AI which is your helper to building solutions within the Power Platform. You just have to use prompt in the correct way using keywords. So let me just show you how to enable the Copilots in your Power Apps. So you click on settings here on top and click on admin center, and it will direct you to a next page, and you would click on environments and you will create a new environment. You click on new, and then you will give your environment a name, and you will change the region to United States, and you will change the type to developer type, and you will have to enable the database. It has to be yes, and then you will click next, and you will create your environment as my is already created. So let's just get to today's work, whereby we will be building an app using the Copilot, the clinic booking app. So we could just prompt the Copilot. As you can see, that there are already suggestions that they have for you right here on the top. So I'm not going to use any of those. I will just say create okay. So that's my prompt there. And let's see the table that it's going to be given to us. As you can also see here, they also have suggestions for you, or like how to improve your table that the Copilot will create for you. Okay, so that's our table that the Copilot gave us. As you can see, they have the ID, name, age, male, gender, and the address of the students where they reside. So you could also add here, like, since we know that DUT has 3 campuses and 2 campuses has clinics, so we will ask the Copilot to add a table for the students to choose which campus they would like to attend to. So add a table. Okay, let's see what the Copilot would give us for that prompt. Okay, it has updated, and you can see it's given us the campuses, and the students can now select which campus they would like to go to. So you can also remove any of the tables here. For instance, let's say we would like to remove the type table. Okay, as you can see, it's removed the type table. Let's go ahead and create our app. Already, you know in your mind what to expect from this app. Maybe for me, I expect for the gender to provide me with the drop down, for the address to provide me with the text, and for campus as well to provide me with the drop down and to provide me with the calendar for me to pick my date. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, so we're back again. As you can see, the Copilot has developed the app for us. Let's just preview the app. As you can see, they've given us the proper app whereby you can edit. As I've said, that my expectations are for me to be given a drop down for gender, and for the campus as well to be given a drop down, and for age to be text as well for address. So you can see the side, you can still continue adding using the Copilot, prompting it to add anything else for you. You can even see here you can add a booking. If there is a new booking, you can add, if you want to book for the clinic, you can just click here and book. The app is just fully functional, and here's the calendar. You can just select the dates as well as time. So yeah, thank you so much. That's all for today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nomfundo, for sharing that insightful way of building applications within the Power Platform using PowerApps, and obviously using Copilot within PowerApps to actually build an app. And that was amazing. I really, really enjoyed that. Without wasting any time, we want to look at how we can be able to boost that very same app, or that a similar scenario that Nomfundo built, but now in this case boost its process using AI within Power Automate. And I think Siphesihle is the one that's going to be taking us through this and actually showcasing how we can be able to use Power Automate to build an automation process. Siphesihle, if you're on the call, take it away, and you can just start by sharing your screen and share what you have for us.
Thank you, Mr. Tico. I'll share my screen now. Yes, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I'll be building a flow that will collect responses from a form. So students will respond to the form and book their appointment for clinic. And then my flow will collect those responses and send an email to the person who will be able to see the booked appointments. And my flow will also send a confirmation of response email to the person who has been booking the appointment. So I will be using my AI Copilot to create this flow. I'll tell my Copilot exactly what I'm looking forward to create. So I'm creating a form for clinic booking so that when a response is generated, an email should be sent it will be sent to me because I'm the one running the flow at this moment. So this form will collect the responses and send an email to me. So my flow is being generated. These are the suggested flows from the Copilot. It suggests me how to create this flow that I'm looking forward to do. So the flow will start when it will trigger when a response is submitted from the form. The response will be taken and it will send an email to confirm the booking. So I'll click next. I'll select my form where we'll be collecting the responses. So once the responses are collected, an email will be sent to me. I'm creating the flow. So if I want to add other things into the flow, I will connect with Copilot and tell them what I want to add in the flow. Let me check. I think I have an error. Okay, the body. So on the body, I'm writing an email that will confirm who booked and on which day they booked and the time they booked for the appointment. So this email will be sent to a person who will see the booked appointment. And so I want to add a feature whereby the person who booked the appointment will also get a confirmation of their booking. So I'll add that here.
I can volunteer to help with the prompting.
Okay.
Yes, because prompting is very important when it comes to using Copilot within the Power Platform. That's what I've seen. So you're on the right track even with that. So I think if anyone else has another prompt, but I think the prompt would be add a send an email action to send an email of confirmation, I think. So add a send an email action to send an email of confirmation. Seems like my my prompt doesn't work, and I think I know why. Also,
What's wrong?
because we are sent. There's already an action which is send an email, so it's just updating the one that's already existing. The instead of adding a new one.
Okay.
So maybe if we open that send an email action, that one, if you open it and see the details there, you'll see that this email of confirmation is being sent on this action. So the email will no longer be sent to you, but um to I think to the person who responded to the form, if I'm not mistaken. But this is amazing.
Okay then. So I'll save the flow and test it. It's been saved. Also, for the flow, in order for it to trigger, I have to uh, fill in the form for it to start running. So right here, I am booking the appointment, and then the email should be sent confirming the booking. So yes, so my flow is running now, and I'm supposed to receive the email. There it is. Okay. The booking has been placed. So yes, this is how my Power Automate flow runs, and I've created it using Copilot. Thank you.
That was amazing. We saw Copilot in action in both Power Apps and Power Automate on how you can be able to use it to either build a clinic booking app and also automate it by building a Power Automate flow using Copilot. That was amazing, amazing demo session. And from what I've noticed on that specific demo from Siphesihle and Nomfundo, is that Nomfundo had one way of doing it by building a Power App for that specific scenario. And then now Siphesihle showed us how you can also use forms. If you're not comfortable with using Power Apps to build an app for booking, you can use forms and then you can just automate that whole process of getting all of those responses and saving them into your database. That was amazing, amazing work from the both of y'all. Now we are about to, I just want to get my agenda back on screen. We're about to move on onto our next part of the community call, where Joseph is going to show us how to build a requisition app. Joseph, if you're ready, we all ready. When you are, you can just start by sharing your screen and show us what you
Yeah,
have.
I am ready.
Yes, you can share your screen.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're here on this call. My name is Joseph Oluwadale Pius. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, my name is Joseph Oluwadale Pius, a third year student of political science, Federal University, Lokoja, Kogi State. I'm an MLSA also. So this solution is like it's an household solution, it's a daily solution, it's a work-based solution. That's why I see it to be. It's assumed that a company has deficiency with ordering of their products, and we're asked to help them build an application that will ease the ordering processes. So this is a sales requisition application, and this is the home screen. This home screen will fade away after 5 seconds. After this home screen, we move to the request screen. Now this is the request screen. This request screen has two fronts. It has two faces. A face that will show the details of those that have requested for the products, and a face that will show the form to fill. And after the request screen, we now have the team lead screen. This application also, I use PowerApps and SharePoint. So on the SharePoint, it's the back end that will keep record of all of the requests that has been made. So let's just showcase our demo. I will need us all to drop our names on the chat, so we know we are following, and we'll be using our names individually to make the request. Please let us drop our names on the chat if you are with me. So we'll start with, we just play it. After 5 seconds, this screen is to fade away. You see it has faded away now. So let's start with Somelis. Let's say Somelis. And it's requesting for, let's say it's requesting for product sample, and he wants 5 quantity of product sample. Please confirm you can hear me.
Again?
Okay. So you want 5 product samples, and we have submitted. Now this is for Somelis. After which, if you want to, you first see this. If you want to input another request, you just go to this icon, you click on it. So this will be blank, and you have to start again. I see my friend on the call, Panshak Kaboda. Let's just say Panshak. Sorry. Let's say Panshak. Let's say he wants little bags, and he wants 20 pieces of 20 quantity of the little bags. So we've submitted. Now task done. Let me just pick another person. Let me pick. Let me say Nomfundo. I'm sorry, I might not be able to pronounce your name well, or probably spell it well. Let's say Nomfundo. I don't know if this is correct. Now, Nomfundo is asking for contact card, and she wants 2 of it. We've submitted for Nomfundo. There's something I need us to know, that in this application, this sales requisition application, you can only ask for, by the time you're asking for sales work, if you see the products we have available, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you're asking for retail bag, you can ask for unlimited numbers. By the time you're asking for product samples, you can ask for unlimited numbers. By the time you're asking for contact cards, you can ask for unlimited numbers, unlimited quantity. But by the time you're asking for sales rep, you can only ask for one sales rep. That's how I built this app to be. So let's say Pius asking for 1 sales rep. Okay, let's do it this way. Pius asking for 5 sales rep. You see it will flag me off now. If you can see this at the top, please select only 1 quantity for sales rep. You can just come back and say, okay, Pius is now asking for 1 sales rep. Submit. that's shown. Now we move to the team lead. This is the end. This is the end that is to show to anybody that is ordering for this application. But there's a place I want us to go to. It's the team lead screen. This team lead screen will show us everything we need to know about those that have ordered and every other thing. So let's just play this screen now. Let's play this screen. Let's see. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's say we want to see everybody that has ordered for sales vehicle. So Pius has ordered for sales vehicle. So Pius ordered for, if you can see this part of it, Pius the position item is sales vehicle 1. Somebody also ordered for sales vehicle. That was yesterday. He ordered for 1. David also ordered for sales vehicle. David ordered for 1. Let's go to product sample. So somebody's ordered for product sample moments ago. If you remember, somebody's ordered for 5 quantity of product sample. So somebody also said, I need the products, I need your products, I need sample of your products. And person ordered for 10 quantity. Finally, we also go to, okay, yeah, before that, we go to contact card. Nomfundo ordered for contact card, and she ordered for 2. We go to retail bag. Remember, Panshak ordered for retail bag, and he ordered for 20. Dapo ordered for retail bag, he ordered for 20. New request ordered for retail bag, he ordered for 20. Okay, new request from South Africa also ordered, and the person ordered for 20. Now, by the time we want to see every of it, we can just come here, we click all. It's supposed to show us all. So we can just cancel this to show us everything that everybody has ordered for. If you remember, if you can see it now, see. So this is everything that I've ordered for, and this is it for PowerApps. Now, where are our records going to? Are they just ordering without keeping records? No, that's not the answer. So that's why we need SharePoint. Here you can see now all of what they have ordered for. Okay, let me just refresh it. Let me just refresh it and it will come up. Okay, so I believe you can see this now. Somebody's ordered for sales vehicle, somebody's ordered for product sample, Panshak ordered for retail bag, Nomfundo ordered for contact card, Pius ordered for sales vehicle. That's all I have for us. Thank you very much. I'll give room for questions and answer now, if there's any. And if there's none, somebody can take it on from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joseph. That was wonderful. That was a wonderful presentation, and that's how you can actually build. You can actually build a sales requisition application using PowerApps. It's that simple, and that is actually how you can be able to look at how you store your data. Either you store it in SharePoint if you're familiar with SharePoint. And another thing actually with the Power Platform is that you're able to use all of those things that you're already used to. So if you wanted to store your data on an Excel spreadsheet, you can store it there. And then maybe you want to actually transform that into a dashboard or report, you can use Power BI within the Power Platform to do that. But thank you so much, PS, for doing that amazing presentation around building a sales requisition application using PowerApps. And thank you so much to Siphesihle and also Nomfundo showing us how you can use Copilot in both PowerApps and Power Automate. That was amazing demos that you guys showcased today during this community call. And thank you so much for everyone who's came and actually attended this community call. One thing to note with Copilot, which is something that I want to share on the chat before we actually end up the call, is that you can be able to use Copilot on the Power Platform, and if you don't have access to it, you'll have access to the recording of this call, and then you can be able to see how you can be able to get Copilot. And I think we still have time. If someone wants to see a quick demo of how you can have an environment that will enable you to have Copilot, more than happy to also do a short demo for everyone and showcase it. But Nomfundo has already covered this at the beginning, so you'll have access to this. And also, once you have access to Copilot and you're unsure on how you can be able to prompt Copilot, you can use what we call a Power Platform prompt library. So I am going to open it up or share it on the chat just in a few seconds. I'm going to share it on the chat. So I'm just grabbing a quick link to that. And then you can be able to get started with what you can be able to prompt PowerApps or Power Automate and use Copilot within that. I can also drag this onto the screen and then I'll show you. So this is how the prompt library looks like, and you can be able to utilize it and be able to start playing around with Copilot within the Power Platform if you're unsure, and this will actually give you a head start on how you can be able to use these prompts, and then afterwards you can build something. And then after that, once you're more comfortable with prompting it by yourself, just like how Nomfundo and Spear actually showed us, they're very comfortable with prompting Copilot and Power Automate and PowerApps. Once you're comfortable, you can start building stuff based off of your own requirements. But those prompts are available for you to be able to use within Power Automate, PowerApps, Power Virtual Agents, and I think even with DALL-E. So for an example, this first one, the customer feedback automation is a prompt that you can use within Power Automate, where you can be able to say, build a workflow that gets customer feedback from Microsoft Forms and adds the feedback to a SharePoint list, then send an email follow-up to the submitter, include the text in the body that thanks them for submitting the feedback. Similar to what Siphesihle actually showed us during the call, you can be able to use this prompt and many other prompts here when you're starting to use AI Builder as well. So one of you probably in the upcoming community call that we're going to have in the next 2 weeks, maybe wants to actually do a demo and show us how you can use AI Builder and also how you can be able to either generate text or you can be able to analyze sentiment from an email using AI Builder, probably in one of those community calls. Other than that, if anyone has a question, you can pop it in the chat or you can raise your hand and come up off on mute, and then I can be able to assist with that question. Nomfundo, Siphesihle, and Joseph are still on the call. They can answer your questions based off of their presentations as well. But if there aren't any questions, then I think we can be able to end it off there. One other thing to mention, this recording will be available on the Power Platform Junkies YouTube channel. So it'll be made readily available to you guys, and you can be able to see what we actually covered and how you can use Copilot and build all those different cool solutions. So I'm going to share the link here onto the chat, and then you can be able to have access to that. So this will be updated in the upcoming week. You will have access to this in the upcoming week, or you can get access or the link on the Power Platform Junkies website. Other than that, thank you so much, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend and have a great day.
All right, so Mollis, thank you also. Thanks for the opportunity.